Today's news.
FEMA employees placed on leave.
Those workers wrote what's called the Katrina Declaration.
Western downpours.
Even if you have a half-inch or inch of rain, you could be dealing with a dangerous situation there.
SpaceX success. Good morning. I'm Steve Chafin with the CBS World News Roundup. Action's been taken against some FEMA employees who are among those who signed an open letter critical of cutbacks and leadership changes at the agency. Here's CBS's Nicole Skanga.
The Federal Emergency Management Agency suspended more than 20 employees after those workers wrote a letter to lawmakers in Congress warning that the Trump administration had reversed post-Hurricane Katrina progress, hampering the nation's ability to handle a major disaster, multiple sources tell CBS News.
Well, now to the White House. CBS's Ed O'Keefe has the latest on the fallout from the effort to oust a key Fed official.
A legal battle is brewing after President Trump said he fired a sitting Federal Reserve governor.
We need people that are 100% above board, and it doesn't seem like she was.
Trump wrote he was ousting Lisa Cook because of false statements on one or more mortgage agreements.
He seems to have had an infraction.
CBS News has obtained the mortgage documents in question, which were included in a letter the head of the Federal Housing Finance Agency sent to the U.S. Attorney General. They show Cook purchased a home in Michigan in 2021 before she joined the Fed, then another in Georgia that same year, declaring both as her primary residence, allegedly, to get better mortgage rates. The Justice Department opened an investigation last week, but no formal criminal charges have been brought. Cook says she's not leaving, adding the president didn't have cause nor the legal authority to fire her. Her lawyer is vowing to challenge it in court and stated the referral letter lacks any factual or legal basis. While Trump says he'd abide by the court's ruling, he's been pressuring the Federal Reserve to lower interest rates for months.
President Trump has extended federal control over Washington, D.C. by taking management of Union Station away from Amtrak. CBS's Linda Kenyon reports there's a White House meeting today about the war in Gaza.
The president's U.S. envoy, Steve Witkoff, says President Trump will be hosting a large meeting to discuss ending the war between Israel and Hamas, as well as what happens, as he put it, on the next day.
It's a very comprehensive plan we're putting together on the next day that I think many people are going to see how robust it is.
Witkoff did not mention who will be attending the meeting on the war in Gaza, which has now been going on for nearly 2 years.
Now to the western U.S., CBS's Rob Marciano tells us about torrential rain and wildfires.
Monsoonal storms sweeping the west are bringing flash floods from New Mexico to California.
We are in the middle of a haboob.
It's the same weather system that brought a massive dust storm to the Phoenix area Monday, forcing drivers to pull over to the side of the road. The extreme weather equally challenging on the fire lines. In Central Oregon, the flat fires burned more than 23,000 acres and is still threatening thousands of homes. Firefighters there took advantage of the cooler weather on Tuesday to strengthen containment lines before the heat and wind return in the coming days.
A successful test flight last night for the most powerful rocket in the world. All went well for the SpaceX Starship. Our space consultant, Bill Harwood.
3 test flights earlier this year ended in catastrophic failures, but SpaceX finally managed to chalk up a success. A variety of fixes and upgrades were in place for the giant rocket's 10th test flight, and they appeared to work as planned. The Super Heavy first stage boosted the Starship out of the lower atmosphere, and then it successfully flew itself back to a splashdown just off the Texas Gulf Coast.
So much for that. Cracker Barrel says it's scrapping its brand new scaled-down logo after social media backlash and a plunge in the company's value. CBS's Nicole Valdez.
The restaurant chain now says it will keep its old-time logo with that iconic barrel and image of Uncle Herschel.
Cracker Barrel's all about more.
It comes nearly a week after the country restaurant introduced a new, simplified logo with only the words Cracker Barrel. The move angered customers.
Now we have this minimalist logo down here that just looks so tacky.
Sunk the company's market value by nearly $100 million. Upset conservative commentators.
Cracker Barrel launches their woke rebrand and the stock traders.
And President Trump, who called the rebrand a mistake on Tuesday. Later that day, Cracker Barrel said, "We thank our guests for sharing your voices. We said we would listen, and we have. our new logo